Hey YouTube, welcome back to one of Pavers Prepping's videos here. I'm JR from Pavers Prepping, and today I'm going to show you my snazzy IFAK that is now almost complete, so it's another incomplete kit. But also, I wanted to show you guys how we set up our backyard archery range. First thing we did was find a nice backdrop, something that had a safe amount of space behind it, so that if arrows miss the target, they're going to land in a safe location. Also, we marked off 15 yards, dropped a marker, and 20 yards and dropped a marker from the target. So what we did to make our snazzy quiver markers, these things are solid into the ground. What I took was a 6-inch piece of PVC tube that we had sitting around the house, cut that at a 45-degree angle, placed a block of wood on top, using the sledgehammer, pounded them into the ground. So now we have quivers slash markers at our designated spots, where Corbin and I are both new to the archery thing, so 20 yards is good enough for now. But I'm going to go ahead and reset up the camera so that I can show you what's inside the IFAK. Hey guys, something tells me I should probably shorten my draw length a little bit. One of every probably dozen arrows I keep hitting my arm, and it kicks an arrow to the left, so something tells me it's just a hair too long. So we're going to flip this over like this, and we're going to go over the contents of the pack. Okay, so the pack is a Maxpedition EMT tearaway pack. So what that means is whenever you pop the release, you can grab this handle and tear this loose of anything that you have it connected to with molly. So, to put that back on, slap it together and you're done. So, on the outside of the pack, got a snazzy medical badge. There's Velcro across the whole thing. Added a pair of shears that the strap will then go through the handle to secure them in place. I also have a pouch made by Tactical Medical Solutions. This is specifically designed for a cat tourniquet. This was just a hair too large to go inside of the pack. So I got a molly webbing pouch added right to the outside of that, just for that. Now what's really neat about this pack is once it's unzipped, it'll actually explode out for you. Everything is well organized, has a bunch of keepers in here. So starting right from the top, I added a couple of rolls of medical tape with rubber bands just to keep them in place, because I didn't have any other way to secure them. I needed to make sure that they stayed put. So I've got a couple of individual packets of Purell hand sanitizer and some sterile cotton swabs. A few thermometers that are disposable, as well as some tampons. I'm a guy. You might be laughing. Tampons? Really? Well, for a few individuals who didn't realize, tampons are a sterile cotton. They're individually wrapped and yield a little more than about 2 to 3 cotton balls worth of cotton, which are already compressed and right about the size of a simple through and through bullet hole. So anything from a nosebleed to packing a bullet hole to just needing sterile gauze, these things are absolutely awesome. I have the medium-size J-tube. I wasn't able to get all of the different sizes yet, but this is the medium, so we got that. We also have some lubricant. Eventually we're going to get a nasal tube, the good old nose hose. We're going to throw that in there as well. Got the number 0 and number 2 suture kits, as well as the dissolving sutures in there. that was a afterthought. After a minor accident that sent us to the hospital, I needed to get a couple of stitches to put my face back together. Also have some steri strips too. In the back here, got a disposable scalpel, single use, a pair of EpiPens, as well as 2 crack lights, 2 chem lights right back there. Those chem lights are the excessively, one of them's the excessively long light and the other one's the really, really bright light, and they're both labeled so I know which one's which. Coming over to this side, we have the space blanket, bottle of new skin, some triple antibiotic ointment, a couple of packs of burn cream, as well as a couple of packs of burn gel. Now, as far as the effectiveness, the burn cream is a longer lasting, more penetrating cream, whereas burn gel has, I believe it's benzocaine in it, so that it will numb the area for kids. If they get burned, they prefer to have the burn cream, whereas I don't care about the pain, I want the longer lasting effects. I'm sorry, they'd prefer the burn gel, I'll prefer the burn cream. I'm sorry about that. So, have a ice pack, individual ice pack tucked in here. And actually that was the only thing in that pocket. Scoot that back in place. Have a couple of gauze pads, alcohol prep pads. Under here we have 5 pairs of gloves. Got a couple of band-aids. I know Country Prepper isn't all that interested in band-aids. These things don't stick to them, but they stick to me just fine. I also have a 4-inch compression bandage right here. Over here, we have a couple of 2-inch sterile bandages. So, I'm pretty prepared if we need to plug a hole, stop some bleeding with some pressure. Have not added any quick clot to this yet, and I also need to get 2 pairs of hemostats. Otherwise, that suture kit's just not going to rock and roll very nicely with a multi-tool. Just a thought. A little further down on here, we have a mesh pouch, which we have some of the medications. Got some oral pain relief, Tylenol, ibuprofen, triple antibiotic ointment, some Pepto-Bismol, some cold relief, some antacid, some goodies. This is just Tylenol in powder form. Dump and go. 5 of the ammonia inhalants. Somebody passes out. Iodine individual, as well as individual bee sting. Spare battery for the flashlight and a flashlight, as well as a pair of tweezers. That wraps up this IFAK. Like I said, we still need to get the quick clot in here. We still need to get 2 pairs of hemostats in here. That will finish off this kit. But my thoughts, I wanted to ask you guys for your opinion in that comment section, please. Initially, I wanted to add this Molly right to my pack, of course. I'm the dad, I've got the kids. This needs to be on me, but I'm having some second thoughts. Alice is our youngest, our smallest, and because of that, has the lightest camping bag / lightest bug out bag. So my thought process is so long as she doesn't go over a cliff somewhere, if I attach this to her pack, I don't have to take mine off to get to it. I can simply walk up to her, unsnap the clips, and tear it right off of her bag. But I kind of wanted to get you guys to give me some input on that, because I think it's a great idea. I also had a lot of great ideas that found out the hard way that they weren't so great anyway. So, let me reset the camera here. We'll talk about this a little bit further. So my question is this: for you family campers and families with the bug out bags ready to rock, would you add this to your pack, or would you put this on the lightest, smallest pack in your group or in your family? I'm thinking that I don't want to have to take my bag off to get to the pack. I might take my bag off to be more mobile if I'm dealing with an emergency. But if it's something I need quick, like the EpiPens, do I attach this to the lightest, smallest pack in the group so I can have easy access to it? Or do I want to make sure it doesn't get lost and put it on my pack and add more weight to it? Seeing that I'm the dad, I'm the one that's carrying the most amount of weight because I'm not putting the heavier items in the rest of my family's gear. I'm going to take on that weight, even though we try to keep everything evenly weighted for the individuals for the group. So in the comment section or a video response, please let me know, where would you put the majority of your level 2 trauma gear? Do you put it on you, or do you add it to the person who has the least amount of weight to carry around? That's my question. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share. It's really great. Let us know anything else you want to see. We're open for any questions, and we'll happily answer them to the best of our knowledge. Till next video, we'll see you again, YouTube.